How's it going? Robert from Marshall Racing here. Getting a few people wanting to know about my update on the CPP front mini suspension that I put on the 67 Mustang. So I got it out today. Got the car all washed up. I've drove it a little bit after I put the suspension on. Pretty heavy there for about a month, and then we got into winter, and I've drove it a few times after that. We'll show you what we've got here. Initially, I set the ride height up with the coilovers really high because I was going to try to keep I like the looks of it with the space between the wheel wells. Plus I was eventually wanting to go with 20-inch rims and big wheels like that. So I was like, well, let me just crank it up really high and everything. I figured I could adjust the rebound and the compression, and that would take care of the ride. What I found out though was with all the pressure on that coil spring, when I twisted it up to raise it up, made it ride really rough like a bicycle with no shocks on it. Took it down the road, I was hitting holes, it was just jarring you all over the place. So what I ended up doing was loosening, adjusting the coilover back down, and kind of eyeballed it to where I had clearance on the tire, and it looked about like what the factory was before when I had it. And that has made it to where it's rode pretty good. The new suspension on the front handles just like a new car going into curves. Before you had rattles and it would want to do a lot of roll and everything. With this, it kind of leans a little bit, but it's like the new cars. It'll lean a little bit, but it kind of hugs the corner and goes in. I did replace everything on the front suspension when I done this kit except for the steering box, so everything's brand new on the front. As well as while we was doing it, we put subframe connectors on the car. And we also put brand new leaf springs on the back and shocks on the back. I'll turn this thing around and show you how I've got it adjusted and what it looks like setting now. As you can see, this is the old car, 67 Mustang Coupe. As you can see, we got clearance on the wheel. What I did was once I got it to where I thought it was about right, I measured off the level ground up to the center, to the fender well, and I pretty much adjusted the other side to match. Also, when I done the same thing on both the fronts, I adjusted the bumper up on that. On your kit that you get, it has adjustments on your rebound and coil that will tell you for track racing, driving, intermediate. So I just kind of adjusted my coilovers, compression and rebound knobs in the middle and started there. When I was riding rough, I tried to soften it up a little bit that way first, but that didn't help with things. Like I said, I had the coilovers adjusted up pretty tight. So I mean, all in all, with the coilovers adjusted back down where the ride height's back where it was close to stock, and the rebound and compression, I think it's pretty much set in the middle of what the adjustments is. I hadn't played around with that a lot. It goes down the road pretty good. It rides like a new car on the front end, other than I've noticed like we got a lot of road patches around here where they patch the roads real. I mean, it's not like a patch here and a patch there. I mean, it's like I'm sure if any of y'all live out in the country right now, if all the roads is going, you'd understand. It's got, you'd have a patch. So I've noticed like when you hit that stuff, it's like a washboard. It does feel like it rides a little rough, and sometimes if you're like into a corner and hit that stuff with a lot of lean over on the wheel, it makes the car want to scoot a little bit one way or the other. But I have noticed, I put that rough country lift on my new truck. And I bought the actual coilovers that comes with that kit, and it does the same thing. It's a 17 model F-150, and it rides rough on the rough spots and wants to move around a little bit some when you hit them patches too. So yeah, all in all, I've got to drive it a while. It's a lot better than the stock suspension that was on it. Makes it ride a lot better, especially on like the rough patches where you have like humps where it goes up and down. It had like a bounce to it before. I call it like a boat motion. The front would want to bounce up and down the back and all that. It doesn't do that anymore. So yeah, that's the 67 Mustang with the CPP front mini coilover kit on the front. I don't know if we can get in there and really see the coilover stuff, but yeah, there's the front suspension, coilover, all that, the brace, everything's pretty good. So yeah, that's the update. I like the kit. I recommend the kit. You just have to adjust it to your liking. Check out my videos and give me some subscribes to help me get my channel going here. Thank you.